How was life before joining? Like, what were you struggling with the most before joining the program?
I was really struggling with my weight. Like I'd lose maybe 5 or 6 pounds and then I'd put it back on. Like it was completely yo-yo on and off, on and off. My relationship with food was very harmful. Like I was binge eating, I was snacking, I was eating as much as I could. I was eating when I was bored, I was eating when I was hungry. Like there was no consistency at all. So that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to improve my relationship with food, improve my relationship with my weight and how I looked and how I felt.
And how has life been since joining? Like, what's changed?
My relationship definitely with food has changed. Like I don't snack as much anymore. Like I fit it into my day. Like it's normal. Like I'm not craving it because I have it every day. Definitely my fitness levels have improved and increased. Jason got me into running, something I haven't done 5 or 6 years since I played football. And I'm actually really enjoying it at the minute and hitting new times every time I go out and run. And my life has just improved. Like I'm happier. I'm definitely in a lot better form. Like I'm not as snappy with people that I used to be. And just overall, like my life has really changed and improved for the better.
What has been your biggest win so far?
My biggest win so far would probably be the taking up the running. I hate running, not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of it at all. Like I love my walks, love going out for a walk. Tried to take up running during lockdown. No, just didn't enjoy it at all. So like for me to turn around and say that I'm enjoying it at the minute has definitely been my biggest win so far. Yeah, like since I started journaling, like I don't feel as stressed and I feel like that's helping as well. So I definitely give that around a 9. Like it's definitely improved and feel I can talk about it and not worry about it as much. Yeah, I definitely think I'm getting fitter. Still not where I want to be, but I feel like the running has really helped. Like my fitness levels have really increased, and I've really noticed it. Yeah, I definitely feel stronger. I definitely feel like I'm lifting heavier. I'd probably give that around an 8 or 9, 8 maybe. Still want to increase my upper body strength. I feel like my lower body strength's a bit better than my upper, but that's something to work towards. Yeah, I do feel better. Now I do have my off days like everyone else, but like I know like I can get back on track the next day, like it's not the end of the world. Whereas before, like if I went off track, like that'd be it. Like I'd be off track like a week or two at a time. Whereas now like I might have a day here or there. But like the next day I'm straight back into it. So no, I definitely think I've got a better relationship with food. I definitely give that a 9. I still have my chocolate in the evening time. I still have my crisp. Like I still have my takeaways. Like I don't feel like I'm restricting. Starting my workouts, my running, I was quite sore on my legs, but I'm not like that anymore. I think it was just new exercises and new running and stuff like that. I was quite sore on my legs, but I'm grand now. I don't get the same pain anymore. So it's just my body getting used to it. I'd be a better mood when I go home the weekend. Like some weekends I go home, I wouldn't be in the best of form and just wouldn't be in the mood for anything. But like I feel like I'm enjoying going home or enjoying going to Wexford. Like I look forward to it. Like it's
Mm.
not like an effort or I have to do it just for the sake of doing it, you know, kind of way. Not last weekend, the weekend before I stayed in Dublin. Like I wasn't going to. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna spend the weekend by myself and like went for a nice walk, like went to the cinema by myself. Like I try to do something maybe not every week, but it just depends on the week. Like if I get my workouts done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it means I have Thursday to myself. So like I might go shopping or I might go to the cinema or go for a long walk or something like that. Like I'm happy enough. Yeah, I definitely are. Like I'm more happy. Like I still have a bit to go, but I'm still happier like in myself and I see it in my clothes and when other people say it to you as well and like just enjoying it, like instead taking a day to myself every now and again and looking forward to going home and being in a better form and yeah, I definitely think it's improved.
I suppose like I do things a bit differently than your traditional PT. What is it about like my approach or the academy that you think worked so well for you?
I don't know, I suppose like the mindset training is something different. Like I've never experienced that before and like getting into meditation and journaling as well. Like I'd never experienced that before either. You're kind of taking the overall approach, like it's not just about like exercise and your weight, like it's about your mindset and your mental health. Like you take an overall approach to it rather than just the food and weight based.
Like, do you feel you would have achieved what you have if you went to a face-to-face PT or a class or just some other form of exercise?
I don't think so. No, like I've enjoyed my 6 months. Like I've gained so much knowledge and information. Like what I'm eating now is just second nature. Like it's just what I eat. Like even when I go to the shop or get a chocolate bar, like I'm thinking, what's the lowest calorie? Even as I said, the driving and that. Like even when I find driving, I was snacking. Whereas now, like I have a snack with me, so like it kind of stops me stopping in the shop or getting a takeaway or something like that.
Do you think that you would have ever achieved what you have now if you had kept going alone?
Oh, 100% not. No. Like say when like my weight plateaued there, like that's usually when I used to stop because I'm like, oh sure, I'm not losing anything. Like, what's the point? Like, I'll just eat normally, and that's when I put on weight. Like, I'd hit a certain weight. Like when I hit my 8 week PT the last time, like I'd hit 67 kg, and that'd be it. Like, I wouldn't go any lower. And then I'd be like, oh sure, it's not working anymore. What's the point? And I'd start eating and put it all back on, and then I'd be back to square one.
Yeah. And I suppose like my promise to you at the start was we would make a lifestyle change, we would make it sustainable. Do you think we've achieved that?
I definitely think so. As I said, like even if I'm having a bad day, like and I eat all around me, like I know the next day that I can get back on track and it's not the end of the world. Like that one day, one bad day is not going to make a difference in the whole scheme of things. Like whereas I said before, like it would have been weeks and weeks at a time and then sure, back to square one then. No, I definitely feel like it's a lifestyle change and I'm enjoying it at the minute as well. Like I don't see it as a chore, like going to the gym or going for a walk, going for a run, or like cook. Like I'm going to go do my food shop now. I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm actually really hungry. I can't wait to get in there. So like I'm looking forward to making something nice. I'm not gonna wait.
Do you feel that at any time this held you back or stopped your social life or anything like that?
No, like if I'm going out the weekend, like I'm working, like I maybe drop my calories during the week, or I might pick up something lower calorie, like with the sauce on the side. Like I'm working it in. Like I think about it like say if I plan my week out, like what I'm eating for the week, and then if I'm getting a takeaway, that just fits into my calories, it fits into my meals. Like it's just like I used to stress about it and worry about it at the start, being like I can't cook at the weekends, like unless I stay in Dublin by myself, which I can't do every weekend. But like now it's second nature, like you taught me how to track, say, Naomi's dinners, like how you input them into my fitness pal, and like it's just second nature at this stage. Like I do it nearly in my sleep at this stage.
And you know, obviously, you get again the group being a good mix of males, females, all different kind of people. Like,
Mm.
did you find that a good thing, a good community?
Yeah, like it's nice to hear other people and like how they're getting on and what they're doing and stuff like that. Like everyone's in the same boat, like people are sharing maybe their wins and their losses and like recipes and stuff like that. Like that you're not by yourself. Like there's other people going through this with you as well.
Why do you think you're enjoying it now and you couldn't do it before? Like, do you think it has something to do with the work you've done on your mindset?
I think it is like it was like even you said yourself, Jason said that like look, give it a try. If you don't like it, we can stop it. It's not the end of the world and just have a better mindset and like my fitness levels are increasing and like it's when people say it to you, I find like even I've seen my dad had said it to me that like I wasn't as unfit as I usually am. And I don't know, just building on that like just makes me really happy and to keep going and like I'd love to get back into football next year. Like I haven't got back playing this year because I just don't be as home as much. So like I'd love to go back to football. That'd be the ideal scenario, but sure.
Sometimes, like, you know, I know females can feel maybe a little like nervous or uncomfortable about being coached by a male. How have you found that, or what would you say to someone who's maybe thinking along those lines?
I don't know. I hadn't actually really thought about it. My last trainer was a female, and like I never really passed any remarks. They were male, to be honest. Like it never really bothered me. Like even sharing the pictures, it makes no difference whether it's a male or female. Like they're still there to do their job and to help you. And
What would you say to someone thinking of joining? Would you recommend?
oh, 100%. Like no matter where you're starting, like everyone has to start somewhere. Like it is going to be a tough journey. Like it's not easy. Like it does take time, and you have to put the effort in. And like we worked through Christmas, worked through holidays, like we still stuck at it. Like if you're thinking about it, go for it and enjoy the process and like you will get the results. Might just take time, but you will get them.
Would you say that overall, the academy is good value for money?
Oh, it definitely is. Like I got so much out of my 6 months, like that I wouldn't have got out of 8 weeks at a maybe like a lower price. Like I've definitely gained so much knowledge, so much information. Like I've learned so much about fitness, food, and like I'm gonna carry that forward. And like I think 6 months is a good stint. Like you're only kind of getting it into the 8 or 12 weeks, whereas like 6 months, like it's as you said, a lifestyle change. Like you could do so much in 6 months, and then sure, another 6 months isn't going to make a difference. Like you're just building on that.
I suppose if you had to go back to where you started and you could never leave there, you had to get rid of all this knowledge you've gained, how much money would I have to give you back?
I wouldn't take any money. No, no, I wouldn't go back. I can't go back. I've gone back 3 or 4 times. No, like I know what it's like to go back, and it's not a nice feeling. So it's not like looking at
Right.
your
So
progress pictures and knowing like where you've been and where you've come from. Like it's a big jump. Like and to go back there, no, no, I definitely feel like this time around, like I changed my mindset, I changed my food.
If you could sum up what I do in a line or two, what would you say? How would you describe it?
Like you just changed my mindset. Like it's an overall approach, as I said before. Like it's not just your physical side, it's your mental side as well. Like you work on both things. Like yeah, I suppose like just the overall approach, not just food and weight, your mental health and your mood and your stress.